They told you that freedom was the ultimate goal. They told you that having more choices meant having a better life. If you can be anything, if you can go anywhere, if you can date anyone, then you should be happy. But you aren't happy. You are paralyzed. You are standing in front of 1,000 open doors, terrified to walk through a single one. Because you know the secret that nobody talks about. In a world of infinite choices, freedom doesn't feel like liberation. It feels like a cage. Think about your Friday night. You sit down to watch a movie. You open Netflix. There are 5,000 titles, a library of human culture at your fingertips. So what do? You scroll, and you scroll, and you scroll. Your dinner gets cold. You watch trailers, you read reviews. You worry that if you pick the wrong movie, you will waste 2 hours of your life. 40 minutes later, you are exhausted, so you just put on The Office again. Or look at your love life. You swipe on an app, infinite faces, infinite potential partners. But because there is always someone better, just one swipe away, no one is ever good enough. People become products. Faces become blur. You have access to everyone, but you connect with no one. You have probably felt this heavy, sinking feeling in your chest. It's not just indecision. It is a profound sense of mourning that happens before a tragedy even occurs. Economists call this opportunity cost, but you know it as the shadow life. The math is cruel. If you choose to be a doctor, you are killing the version of you that became an artist. If you choose to settle down in your hometown, you are killing the version of you that moved to New York City. Every yes is a murder of 1,000 potential no's. And you feel this everywhere. You feel it in your career. You sit in your office chair, wondering if you should have learned to code, or started that business, or moved to a farm. You feel it in your hobbies. You buy the guitar. You buy the running shoes. You buy the books. But you don't play them. You don't run. You don't read. Why? Because owning the tool feels like keeping the option open. But actually using it means narrowing your identity. As long as you don't choose, you are pure potential. You are everything and nothing at the same time. It feels safe to stay in the hallway of life, looking at the doors but never turning a handle. Because the moment you walk into a room, the other doors lock. So you stay in the hallway, confused, anxious, waiting for a sign that never comes. You look at your life, and you don't see what you have. You see what you sacrificed to get it. So you tell yourself the problem is the world. There are too many options. It's too overwhelming, but that's a convenient lie. The enemy isn't the menu. The enemy is your desire for control. You have been infected by the optimizer virus. You treat your life like a faulty machine that needs to be hacked. You read 50 reviews before buying a toaster. You spend hours researching the optimal morning routine. You stalk a date's entire history before the first coffee. Why do you do this? You think you are being smart. But really? You are terrified. You are trying to use data to eliminate risk. You think that if you just research hard enough, you can find the correct answer to life. A path with zero regret. A path with no pain. But life is not a math problem. There is no correct answer. The perfect choice is a ghost. It doesn't exist. And by chasing it, you are robbing yourself of the only thing that actually matters: experience. You trust the reviews of strangers more than you trust your own gut. You are so busy trying to live the best life that you are failing to live any life. There is a famous passage by the poet Sylvia Plath that explains this horror better than any psychologist. She imagines her life as a fig tree. She is sitting at the bottom of the tree, starving, and above her, the branches are heavy with beautiful ripe figs. One fig is a husband and a happy home. Another fig is a famous poet. Another fig is a brilliant professor. Another is a traveler. She wants all of them. She wants to live every life. She wants to taste every fruit. But she knows that choosing one meant losing all the rest. So she sits there, unable to decide, unable to let go of any potential future. And as she sits there, the figs begin to wrinkle. They turn black. They succumb to rot. And one by one, they plop to the ground at her feet. She starves to death, not because she had no food, but because she couldn't choose which fruit to eat. This is the state of the modern mind. Psychologists call this the maximizer's curse. A maximizer is someone who needs to be 100% sure that they are making the absolute best decision. But here's the tragedy. Even when a maximizer picks a good choice, they feel bad. Why? Because of counterfactual thinking. Your brain is a cruel storyteller. Once you pick a path, let's say you pick a job, reality sets in. The job is hard, the boss is annoying, the commute is long, but the job you didn't pick, in your head, that job is perfect. In your imagination, the unchosen path has no traffic, no bad days, no boredom. You are comparing your messy reality to a pristine fantasy. And reality can never compete with a hallucination. So you live in a state of perpetual buyer's remorse, not just for products, but for your entire existence. This leads to decision fatigue. Every day, you are fighting this mental war. By 6 p.m., your willpower battery is dead, so you stop making choices. You drift. You let the algorithm decide for you. You let life happen to you instead of for you. You become a spectator watching your own fig tree rot. So, how do you eat the fig? How do you break the paralysis? You have to understand one thing about freedom. Absolute freedom is not a river. It is a swamp. Without banks to contain the water, it doesn't flow anywhere. It just stagnates. You need constraints to move forward. You have to do something painful. You have to learn how to grieve. You have to look at all those other lives. The artist, the traveler, the other lovers. And you have to say goodbye to them. You have to mourn them as if they have died, because they have. To be one thing. You must accept the pain of not being everything. Real joy doesn't come from the options. It comes from the commitment. Think about it. Why is your favorite movie your favorite? Not because it's objectively the best movie ever made, but because you watched it, you invested time in it, you let it change you. Meaning is not something you find in a perfect choice. Meaning is something you build into an imperfect choice. The people who are happiest aren't the ones who found the best option. They are the ones who picked a fruit and then started eating it. It might not be the sweetest fig on the tree. It might have a bruise. It might be sour, but it is yours. And eating an imperfect fruit is infinitely better than starving to death waiting for the perfect one. Pick one, commit to it, and let the others rot. Subscribe for more uncomfortable truths.